Let's Loping Telescope first. I think we're going to overlay the Loping Telescope. Ooh. Can we get them to Ruination?
Well, just do your best, okay?
Just go with Elusives? What can they do? Nice! Elusive finish. Let's go. I love beating Viego. Hi guys, how's it going? It's Royce here. Thanks as always so much for watching this video. It really helps me out. If you enjoy the content that you see here, please leave a like, leave a comment if you have any questions or feedback, and a subscription on the channel would be greatly appreciated. Let's move right into the deck today. This one comes courtesy of HDR, easy to win on the NA ladder, and it's called Yordles in Arms. That's both the name of the key card and the name of the deck. We'll get to the key card in a second, but what this deck is it's a board control, sort of aggro-oriented combo deck. Your aim here is to use units like Flame Chompers, which we can generate from Boom Baboon, and we play vanilla copies in the deck itself, combined with cards like Lulu to slowly pick off the opponent's board. We can also help accomplish that with things like Pokestick and Mystic Shot. Simultaneously, we will be building up a large board ourselves, and we run a lot of cheap, efficiently costed units to do that, including Daring Poros, Fizz, Zonai Urchin, Bomber Twins, Boom Baboon, pretty much everything in this deck. Most of the units in this deck, everything with the exception of Lulu and Yordle Captain, costs less than 3 mana. So this is a very low curve deck. We're going to be going wide, and we're going to be trying to win the board. However, the way that you finally win the game in most cases is through Yordles in Arms. Yordles in Arms is a 5 mana slow speed spell that normally buffs your whole board by +2/+2 for the round. Decent. This compares kind of evenly with 4 Demacia, which costs more mana but gives you a bigger buff. However, if you've summoned or cast cards from 4+ regions, give allies +4/+4 instead, and that is a huge boost, especially paired with Challenger and Elusive units, which we're running a lot of in this deck. For elusive units, we have 6 copies of Daring Poros from 3 Poro Cannons. We also have 3 copies of Fizz, and then alongside that, we're running 6 copies of Flame Chompers, 3 main decked, and 3 from Boom Baboon. Then on top of that, we're just playing a lot of cheap units that may not have keywords that pair as well with those buffs, but still, at worst, let's say we are buffing something like a Loping Telescope, that's still a 6/5 for 2 mana, and the opponent will be forced to deal with this. So this is a very high pressure deck. This is a deck where the opponent will need ways to pick off your board, but you're running so many tools to do that back at them that it will be difficult for them to keep up. And we're running a lot of removals / burn damage. So 3 Mystic Shot, 3 Pokestick, 3 Get Excited. And Lulu here, like I mentioned, is a key card with that Flame Chompers, buffing the Flame Chompers to a 4/4, so you can help pick off those targets. Lulu will be leveling sometimes in this deck, but she is your only support champion, so keep that in mind. This deck isn't necessarily based around leveling up Lulu. And similarly for Fizz, Fizz will tend to level more often than Lulu. Let's count our spells. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have 16 main deck spells, at least as per my first count. So Fizz will be leveling up more often, but the level on him also doesn't matter that much except for just the additional power. Fizz is in here as a multi-region unit that can get elusive when we play our Yordles with Arms, that can just grow to huge totals, and also it's sort of difficult to remove Fizz, especially if we're holding something like a Mystic Shot, a Pokestick, or a Scrap Heap or Poro Cannon. The opponent is afraid to try to remove this Fizz because the removal might just get fizzled by his effect, no pun intended. Now, something to keep in mind in this deck is you have to track the multi-region units that you've played, or sorry, not the multi-region units, but the regions from which you've played cards, because the deck does not do that for you, and the game does not do that for you. Once you draw Yordles with Arms, it'll tell you how close you are, and if you've accomplished the +4/+4 condition, but if you don't have this in your hand, you just need to remember. Excuse me. Now, something to keep in mind is Bandle City and PNZ are pretty easy to get. We're playing a lot of cards and units from both of those regions. So the other 4 regions, we're really playing 6 regions in this deck primarily for main decked cards. So those other 4 will be Bilgewater, Shurima, Targon, and Ionia. So keep track of those. You want to play at least 2 of those 4 throughout the game. Another alternative to draw some unique regions is with Scrap Heap. If we look at our Yordles here, our Mecha Yordles here, we can see that there are Mecha Yordles from regions that we are not main decking. Here's Freljord, here's Demacia, here's Noxus, here's Shadow Isles. So you usually won't be going for Lil Dipper in this deck, but any of the other 3 could come up. They will pressure the board. Trumpetecker especially will buff your board. Earthshaker will just deal 2 damage from impact, plus be a 6/8 attacker. That's just on the first swing. And then Fury Horn Crasher here will be buffing up your following units and is again from a unique region from outside your main deck. So I think that about covers this deck. Again, you do not want to lose the board, because once you've lost the board with this deck, you've lost the game. So just be careful and manage your resources intelligently. If you're going up against a control deck, especially a control deck that runs a lot of AoE, like Blighted Ravine, Avalanche, and Withering Wail, just be cautious and think about holding back units unless you absolutely need to play them or can put the opponent on a certain lethal clock. So that about does it for the deck intro. We're going to go ahead and get into some games. We'll be learning this deck together, so that should be a good time. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the following video, and have a great day. See you next time. Okay, Kindred Viego. Are we playing Get Excited in this deck? We should be, right? We are. Okay, so Get Excited is good against Kindred. We've got Boom Baboon on 2, which is good on defense. Do we keep... We definitely keep Boom Baboon plus Poro Cannon. Do we keep a second Baboon or a Loping Telescope, or are we sooner looking for like Zonai Urchin, Fizz? What are our turn 3 plays? It's just Lulu, right? I think keeping Loping is okay. I'm not too sure. Okay, a lot of things to discard here, so Zonai Urchin would be nice. Alright, just do this and Poro Cannon on 1. Doesn't do much yet. Aplos Aristocrat and Viego. Is that normal? In a Kindred variant, probably. There's our Yordles in arms. 1 out of 4. Currently we can get up to 3 pretty easily. Okay. They are about to have Withering Wail mana. So that's something right there. We'll just Boom Baboon. If they swing, we take it. And then we pull this to the side and go for 4, I think. Everything else just plays further into Whale. This Whale is already pretty good right here. Okay. So no Whale. So what we see... That's sort of an interesting situation, right? Where you can't... It's hard to simultaneously play around a ping and an AoE. Because they demand you take different actions. So if they... Would they have wailed there? Perhaps. Perhaps not. I think perhaps not. We'll play Loping. I could actually see Minion being good in this matchup. I forgot that Loping Telescope can get you other region allies. That helps. Yeah, Minion could be good because they can't keep this off the board.
Expect death.
Okay. Kindred is a conundrum. We'll scrap heap. None of these can block Kindred. This one can challenge him. It can challenge him and get buffed out of range of dying on the swing. Yeah. Now we're at 3 out of 4. So we've got to play... Kind of want to play both of these. Let's start with minion. Yeah, we want to make them work for these slays. Make them have Grasp of the Undying. Grasp right now will kill a Flame Chomper, is not the hugest deal. Or sorry, not Grasp of the Undying. The 2-mana Glimpse. Glimpse, yeah. Glimpse Beyond, is that what it's called? So if they have Whale here, we just buff 2 units. But they're both Challenger units, so there's that at least. And maybe they don't have it. Make them have it. Below Ruination. They're likely to have something. Okay. Let's kill the Kindred for sure. No, actually, let's challenge it with something that beats Twin Discipline. Challenge this here. And just swing. What could they do now? Just kind of cling on to life? Is that what they're doing? That's not enough? You need 2. And you have to. Okay. So in other words, what gets marked here? Oh, actually nothing gets marked because none of my stuff dies. That's funny. Okay. So they had to double twin there. That's pretty cool.
The hunt begins.
Pass. Okay. Do we... Yordle Captain into Elusives? Perhaps. Yordle Captain can overlay... Okay, what else should I be doing? What if we just pass again? We have 1 damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're not really close to lethal. Not that close. Let's do this.
Hello, anyone want to join my party?
Depending on what they do here, we might want to swing on the open.
Submission.
So they're leaving. Alright. I think we want to try to win here. We don't need to keep those necessarily. Well, keeping 1 actually could help. Do we keep 1? I think I discard this for no value.
Your best, okay? Welcome to the team.
Alright, so let's see if this works. We've got Pokey for some extra damage, okay. Do we care if this blocks here? Yeah, we do. Okay. How are we doing? So they're going to block 4. They're at 3 still. So I didn't really change the math much, did I? I didn't change the math that much. So in this case, the Spirit's Refuge is really good. Okay. This gets marked. That's fine. You know what? Maybe. No, I didn't want to. I didn't want to develop too much. Something is already dying, right? So we can poke you stick here. I don't know. So here we have Bomber Twins and Dazanite Urchin. We'll Bomber Twins this round, Zonite next round after this dies. Ooh, card draw. Let's actually do this. Deny the Kindred Slay. Kindred is going to mark here, right? Oh, that's not how it works? Okay. Cool.
The darkness, like hunger, only grows.
Okay. We just hope not to see Spirit's Refuge here. We can block this down a bit. I guess. Kindred is going to mark something, but we can overlay whatever it marks. Currently, do we just win in the open? Yes, we do, because of the 4 damage from Elusives. Let's block down a bit. Alternatively, we could have overlaid this right away. Okay, another card draw. We can draw again. So the thing is, with a Lulu Strike, I kind of lose to Spirit's Refuge, and I don't want to do that. Let's Loping Telescope first. I think we're going to overlay the Loping Telescope. Ooh. That's cool. Can we get them to Ruination?
Well, just do your best, okay?
Just go with Elusives? What can they do? How can they heal? Spirit's Refuge? Nice! Elusive finish. Let's go. I love beating Viego. I think I'm kind of a Viego player in disguise, like I'm a baby Viego player. I just haven't played it yet. So until then, take that, Viego players. What are my plans in Legends of Runeterra? I want to start getting into tourneys. That sounds like a lot of fun. That's why I'm trying to get practice with like a lot of various meta decks. What I really need to do next is play like Ahri Kennen, play more Scouts, play more Darkness. But I'm getting experience with a lot of like tier like 1 Dark Horse through tier 3 decks. Okay, so it's Ahri Kennen. Just Zonite plus Boom Baboon. Do we have a turn 1 play? Fizz, I guess. This hand seems okay. This is already 3/4 of the way to... Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Bomber Twins is the most like the most suspect one, especially since I have Boom Baboon on 2. I don't know. Okay. Let's just discard it. We're hurting our Yordles and Arms chances is the problem with that play. Alright, so now we're back up to 3 out of 4. We'll take that. And Bilgewater finishes it. I do have a lot of one-cost allies. Let's do this. Let's see, do they develop a blocker? I really want to activate this. They don't. So can we get in a little damage? Just 2 damage, that's all I need. There's the Yordles in arms, nice. You shouldn't shadow block in Homecoming at this stage, should you? Nice. Let's put on the pressure, baby.
The weak don't deserve mercy.
Daring Poros are scary now. Okay. So on the... And this turn, we develop our Daring Poros. And the next turn, we Yordles in arms.
Eyes open. Watch the branches.
We'll just do this. We've got the blocker for Kinku if they want to swing. Okay. Yeah, this is like a slightly more resilient board, I guess. Let's see the deny. Deny. Ooh, I think they run 3 of it. Feels good. Do we win? We definitely want to challenge something with this.
I will.
Let's challenge the 2-1. They're probably going to need to do some Homecoming shenanigans here. We've got double Mystic. Our 1-drops are super chunky. Oh, we win. Let's go. Just play Yordles in arms before they draw deny. Forehead. Alright, Lurk. We'll see how we do in this matchup. I always seem to lose against Lurk with whatever decks I play, but maybe aggro wins. Okay. We don't need all those Flame Chompers. Pokestick could be good. That's good against Xerxai Hatchling exactly. We'll keep a Boom Baboon. We won't keep a Flame Chomper. Do I just want more proactivity? I think I just want a 1-drop. I want a 1-drop. I want a Zonai Urchin or a Poro Cannon. Scrap Heap is not what I was hoping for. Pass. I think we might just instantly Mystic Shot whatever they play. Unless it's... Oh, unless it's that. Okay, never mind. At least that's like a pretty bad play for them. We'll play Bomber Twins here because it prevents another attack. We can actually play a Landmark, maybe? We'll see. Probably not. Let's see. So let's start with a Boom Baboon. Into a Fizz. Into a Scrap Heap, potentially. Oh. Alright, so the Boom Baboon did pretty well here. Yeah, it feels bad that they have to Snapjaw Swarm on their own, like, attacking turn.
Oh boy, here I go.
Which do we want? How are we doing so far? We've got Bilge, Bandle, Shurima. Okay, we're finished with Yordles in arms, so we should just pick the best one. When I'm summoned, create a 1/2 and 3-cost follower in hand. I don't know about that. Give my supported ally Spell Shield. Attack summon 2 attacking Sand Soldiers.
Come on.
That seems interesting. We'll take Dunehopper Mech. Swing and offer the trade. Nah. Just get in for 2. They'll attack into it here. There's the Yordles in arms. Okay, we'll just Boom Baboon. We're hoping to block one of these with Boom Baboon and Mystic Shot the other. We don't have a discard right now for that Flame Chompers. Okay, so does that... I think we just let them grab our Fizz. That's fine. Pass. They're gonna swing, right? It's never like no swing here. Okay, they got a Rek'Sai. We know that for sure. Horo Cannon here would be pretty cool, I guess. Potentially. What else am I looking for? I've got the Yordles in arms, so that's good. Yeah, this is just going to get discarded. It's doing nothing now. And we're going to be playing Yordles in arms next round. So we want to keep this Flame Chompers healthy. By the way, guys, if this ends up being the first recorded game, we actually already have a plus 40 LP record with this deck. Okay, so they're doing that into Snapjaw. They're just looking for plays. Yeah, I'm going to try to get the Twitch VOD because I forgot to record today. But we'll see if that actually happens. They should probably block a Sand Soldier, I guess. You should have considered... Oh, nothing. Okay. That's interesting. I guess they're just going for the kill on this. Double Yordles in arms. Okay. So here they can stack a card. They've got the Rek'Sai as well. Rek'Sai is at like 7 here. So if they can stack an extra Rek'Sai, they're in good shape. Let's see. Let's pokey face, I guess. Yeah, so if they play Rek'Sai here, and then they stacked a Rek'Sai, Rek'Sai can level right now. Which is potentially problematic. Alright, we know exactly what we're doing here. All we have to worry about is Pike's spell at this point. Okay, nice. They didn't stack a Rek'Sai. That's good news for me. So let's do that. We'll play the Staring Poro. We'll play Flame Chompers. Another one. And we will Yordles in arms. Pike spell is not enough here. Pike is not nearly high enough. Double Pike spell would cause some problems if they potentially have that. Because I think then Pike might flip. GG? Potentially? Okay, nice. We got him before Jawfish. That's good. Jawfish wouldn't do a lot of damage there. Alright, so if that's the first game of the day that you saw, then that's fine. But again, I'm probably going to be able to download my VOD. By the way, Gojira, who's been in chat sometimes, has been playing Aggro Spiders as his first deck. He's already climbed out of Iron with that after just starting the game a few days ago, so congrats to him. Okay, so mid-range, we're against Shyvana Asol. Mid-rangey dragons. It's a dragon deck. Pretty bad start. Let's just keep Bomber Twins. I don't think we keep Flame Chompers without a discard card. So I don't know if that addresses what you were talking about, Parmalag. I might be confused about what you're saying. Okay, on to what do they have? Let's just get this Boom Baboon going. They might have Saga Seeker. We're fine into Saga Seeker. We're fine to offer the trade. Okay. We're fine to offer this trade. Nice. Just a vanilla 3-2. There's the White Flame. So I think I kind of want to save that for Yordle Captain. What do we play into the White Flame? Probably Boom Baboon again. Nice. No strike. That's cool. So we've got Yordle Captain into double buff. Into buff. Into buff. A lot of buffs coming. Do they play Chain Vest? If they play Chain Vest, this strike is bad. Alright. 3-4 damage. Nice. Shyvana will be hard to level. Never mind. Poro Cannon. Okay, Yordles and Arms. Nice.
End them.
Alright. That's fine.
Sorry, friends.
So is it Lulu here? Lulu can try to kill Shyvana. It might be Lulu plus Fizz. Now we're playing Yordles and Arms. We should just go wide, right? So if we're going wide, I guess we Loping Telescope to look for a 1-drop. Into something. No 1-drop. We'll take the card draw. We'll play... So next round they don't have Judgment, notably. We'll play this into Fizz, Yordles, and Arms. Fizz might get them to do something. If they kill Fizz, that's no problem. We'll just develop either a Bomber Twins or a Flame Chompers. Alright, what have you got? Let's see what you have. Kudos. One sec. It's not leveling, at least. It's not leveling. So I have to decide if I want to kill the Shyvana or the White Flame. Might be the Shyvana here. Shyvana would have to get buffed quite a bit here. Let's just force them to block these things inefficiently. They've got a good block with the Screeching Dragon there. But that's it. There. Other way. No? Okay. Nice. Your board is gone. Good luck. Your board is gone. Alright. We have Get Excited on Flame Chompers for that. Let's not play something this turn just for, you know, board space. So you can have the 8-cost dragon. Let's kill this quick. Draw 2 different dragons. Okay, that's kind of a slow card. I'm fine with that. So you draw Shyvana and or another Wounded White Flame. It's fine. Lulu?
There's nothing a good giggle can't fix. Whoa, dizzy.
So here I think I might play around Judgment. How well can I do that? Oh, Judgment only does 2. So not everything dies. There's 4. Let's just go in.
Over here. Tremendo.
But I am expecting the Judgment here. Yep. Okay, White Flame stays alive. Radiant Strike into Judgment. What's Radiant Strike? I don't remember that card. That's a very angry dragon. +1/+1 burst. It doesn't really get played. But that would have been good. You're correct. More like Sharp Sight into Judgment.
Hang on. We're rolling.
Let's get some card draw going. Prevent that Dragon Chow from doing anything. They are not able to play a Sol, which is nice. Oh, actually, if we held that Get Excited, we could have double Get Excited their face. That was definitely a consideration there. Okay, well, we still got lethal. Alright, they're below Star Shaping, so unless they have Guiding Touch, that's lethal. Do we play around Guiding Touch? Sure. Let's offer this. So I'm going to play out the Flame Chompers, I think. I don't think this deck... No, this deck plays Guiding Touch because it plays Wounded White Flame. Even so, I mean, we might just win on the open. We've seen one Judgment. Is that GG? Alright, no Guiding Touch. Nice. I'm having such a good day. I'm just vibing. Alright, Diana, or sorry, Zoe, Azul, control deck, good to know. Freljord, but not Shadow Isles. So I think Blighted Ravine, did we learn that's Freljord? I think that's Freljord. So they've got all the AoEs. So probably a rough matchup. Zonite is nice. I like Bomber to potentially discard the result. To potentially discard the landmark we get. I'm using Scrap Heap a decent amount for just running one copy. I was about to say, I'm not playing Scrap Heap, but that's not true. Zoe on 1. Spacey Sketcher on 1. Okay, that's fine.
And here's where I'd paint my constellation.
If I had one.
Ooh, that's new.
Alright, yeah. I'm not gonna Zonite yet. I want to see what we get off of Bomber Twins. What did they discard? Hit that stairs. Alright, that gives a clue as to what their deck's trying to do. Right there. Oh, it's Targon, so it's Targon's Peak, right? I think. Yep, we will discard that Thrall every day of the week.
Hold still.
Okay. Getting me down to 1 damage. That doesn't really... They're just chumping. They're just chumping. I've got Pokey Stick for that. If they try to Moonglow, I'll answer with Pokey Stick, absolutely. So, you know, I'm looking for Yordles and arms. The usual. Alright, question here. Do I wait to Zanai Urchin? Perhaps. They'll be playing Targon's Peak on their next attack turn. I've got some things I can do with my spell mana. I can get excited. Let's pass. Let's get greedy with this Yordle Captain. I want to see what happens. Ooh, Lulu. Nice. Alright, by the way, how are we doing on this? We are at just 2. That'll be 3. We need to play a P and Z card. Alright. Unfortunately, no Flame Chompers. Flame Chompers would help a lot. Okay. Lulu is not susceptible to AoE, which is nice. Never block. Play this. Get some bigger buffs going. Put some things out of avalanche range. You are not in a region that has access to, you know, not in a region that has access to Ruination. Okay, there's second avalanche. I wonder if they have a third. Do we play around a third? I don't know. Let's see what they do first. We'll see if they Targon's Peak here.
Well, just do your best, okay?
This Yordle Captain is stunting on noobs. Lulu?
There's nothing a good giggle can't fix.
At this point, I'm pretty ready to Poro Cannon.
Oh, dizzy.
I guess that's not doing a lot.
Attack!
Do we hold that back? Let's play one Poro Cannon, right? One Daring Poro? No. One Daring Poro, what happens? Feels pretty bad. That would be a third Avalanche.
Oh, come on.
And we're fine with Blighted Ravine.
If that cannon hurts you, you tell me.
It's just that they're holding so much mana. It's scaring me. Might be Vengeance. Okay. What's that? Okay. I don't know if that's that good. See, because we're gonna get Lulu, Elusive, Elusive, Elusive. Look at all these Elusives. Woohoo!
Off we go!
I've carved meat bigger than you.
Alright. They're looking pretty low. Can we find a Get Excited? What do they do on their turn? Now do they play Targon's Peak? That's not doing much. Alright, that's something. We're just kind of hurting our board by doing stuff.
Reality is just your mind crumbling under what it doesn't understand, silly!
You've got an Elusive blocker for that. Alright, what if we do this? We consider Get Excited on the 3-3. We take the Get Excited on the 3-3. Alright, what might they have? Now we'll Loping on the Elusive. We don't really need double Elusive. They don't have blockers anyway. Okay. That might do something. Double impact. That sounds good. What do they do? Harsh Winds? Harsh Winds doesn't do enough, right? So we just want to buff something the maximum.
All the colors.
Attack.
Come on, chase me!
I don't think Star Shaping does enough either. Double Star Shaping? Nice, GG. Even double Star Shaping didn't win it. And I think that's probably a bad matchup, so the Yordle captains helped a lot there. You can actually win some games. Do you guys like to see me win? Or do you care more about the decks that I play and less about my win rate? That's something I want to know. Okay, so Freljord control. This time it's Asol Trundle instead of Asol Zoe. Flame Chompers plus Zonite is excellent. Excuse me. Have I tried a Bandle Perfection deck? I haven't tried a Bandle Perfection deck. Also, welcome to the stream, Fading Black Rose. I'm glad to see you here. Are you enjoying yourself today?
The sun rock got me good.
Alright, sweet. So there's our win condition. Hey, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. While I've got you here, I do stream on Twitch every weekday. It ends up being, if I'm doing a long stream, it's sometimes as late as 6 or 7. Sometimes it'll be earlier during the day. Let me actually take my turn. And I also have a YouTube channel. So if you'd like to see some of my decks that I'm playing, go ahead and check that out. I upload literally every day. Okay, so they are below Avalanche here, meaning that we want to try to push some damage. This is looking like a pretty sketchy hand. That Star Spring isn't doing much.
Anything helps.
Do we chip away at that? I don't think it's worth it. I just want to push some damage. But yeah, you having a good Wednesday here? Assuming it's the same day of the week where you are? Blighted. Okay. So versus Blighted, what else can we get done? Not much. You're alive, you can't complain. Hey. Good for you. Let's Mystic Shot this right here, so they lose the mana that it offers. It's Sunday here. Oh, man. You're like, you've taken like 4 trips around the international date line. You are a certified time traveler, my friend. Yordle Captain into Yordle Captain. Let's go.
Leave it to me.
No, please no Targon's Peak. All right. We want to keep this healthy. We'll pass. Not enough units here. Really? Oh, yeah. Not the draw I want to see. Here in a space station over Jupiter. Let's go. What would be good here? Poro Cannon would be great. Bomber Twins. Okay, it's playable. A playable unit.
Never seen a contraption like this.
How are we doing on Yordles and Arms? Not quite there yet. Royce has gone intragalactic. Intragalactic. So does that mean I'm in the galaxy? I'm not between galaxies? Alright, so how much do I push here? Nice. Wait, you're in the year 2087, right? Absolutely I'm in the year 2087. What do you think I am? Some kind of freak? Some kind of no good freak? Alright, this might come up. What year should I be in? Come on. Let's not get crazy. Oh, nice. Living Legends. At least they don't get a lot of... Okay, that doesn't give them a lot of options. Trundle. Do I take the double No, I don't double get excited Trundle. I'm crazy. I'm crazy if I do that. I just swing here, or do I loping first? Ooh, what might they have? What does it that stairs do? Oh, is this bad, guys? I'm gonna do this. Do I take the impact, perhaps? I can't play it this round, though. Let's play something I can play this round. What might they have? Hit that stairs. Deal 3. Okay. Maybe lethal. Maybe lethal. Indeed lethal. Yeah, they have no counterplay to this. They're out of mana. I've got Yordles in arms. I've even got Get Excited. I am looking good. Good game. Let's go. So, Fading Black Rose, if you just came in here, we have been crushing it today on ladder with Yordles in arms. This is my best win rate deck that I've had on this channel, maybe ever. Yeah, I don't think killing his own minion when you had almost all your mana was smart, lol. We're going kind of long today, huh? Kind of long. It's been fun. Do I keep Yordles in arms? I don't think so. I run 3 of them. Zonite, I don't keep Lulu when I'm attacking on evens, I think. He's less important than you think. Okay, pass on 1, Boom Baboon on 2, unless I draw a Flame Chomper.
Well, I did say I wanted to see the world.
Okay. Yeah, so unfortunately this deck runs a lot of pings, so I'm probably in for some damage here. No pings? Ah, they might as well just wait. Yep, okay. So I was kind of considering using Poro Cannon on the Flame Chompers there, but it wouldn't have made sense. I would have just pulled it, it would have gotten buffed during combat, my unit would still die, and then my Flame Chompers dies for no reason. So here I probably play Lulu.
I look right fierce.
Okay. Darkness, other than the darkness itself, doesn't run a lot of removal. And darkness starts out pretty inefficient. Okay, so I can Lulu next round. Spoon Baboon into card draw. Now I was just playing Darkness the other day, so I know that they play 1 or 2 Withering Wail, so we'll keep that in mind. For everyone watching, thanks so much for doing that. I enjoy you hanging out with me. Okay, so I can Yordle Captain, but then I get kind of owned by Veigar. I think what I might do here is, yeah, there's a few versions, most run well. Yep. All Zonite Urchin the Flame Chompers. We've got 2 of these now. Let's see that Veigar. No Veigar, okay. So against that, do we just Lulu, sack the Lulu into the 3/3? I think so. We'll push some damage. Another alternative is to get in for some extra damage with the Lulu. Okay.
Let's use all the colors.
Which do we kill? That one? No. That one. This pulls here. Swing there.
Even helps.
It's looking decent.
Don't you look a sight.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Hello there, Berserk Derper. Welcome back. Happy to see you again. I forget, were you here earlier today? pull the 3/3 with the other, and you don't have to let Lulu die. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm kind of, I don't need that Lulu value right now. Yeah, I guess this is the alternative. I don't know. I definitely see your point. This is a little awkward with the Yordle captain. Did we Yordle captain now and then discard like the Boom Baboon itself? That costs 2, okay.
A quest? Leave it to me!
Is there any reason to do this right away? No. I don't think so.
We'll make them pay.
I have a cloggy board though is the problem. I can push in 8 damage. It's an option. I also have this Vile Feast. They don't really want to cast this. Or sorry, I said Vile Feast, I meant Pokey Stick. Let's Pokey. What am I afraid of? I'm afraid of Darkness with something else on the stack. With Darkness with like Group Shot, Vile Feast, or Pokey Stick. So I kind of want to get value right now. If I want to get value right now, what am I playing? Probably this Boom Baboon.
Welcome to the team.
Okay, instant value. And what? Okay, that's totally cool.
The darkness consumes you.
What are they gonna do next? Like Dark Bulb Acolytes, I guess? Can I share a code to a fun deck I made? I made it as a joke, but I'm dominating ladder with it somehow. Absolutely.
There is light
Go ahead and do it.
within me.
Okay, our Yordles in Arms is, we don't have mana for it, but we've got that coming up. So they're going to cast this on something. What do we offer as a target? Okay. Let's just do Loping Telescope. Serpent is really nice. I'm not going to tell you what it is, you have to look. Okay. I'll play a few games with it, tell you what. Nice.
Well, just do your best, okay?
Okay. A little awkward. How much are we pushing? We're pushing 4 plus 2 plus 2 is 8. Plus 4. Okay, we're kind of like one off lethal. That's funny.
Are you ready? Let's take it for a spin.
We're 3 off lethal if they have a group shot here. And I'm counting the get excited. So you said you've been dominating ladder with it somehow. Okay, so it's actually been going well. That's interesting. Are we beating darkness here? For once?
Bring me darkness, Senna, and perhaps I'll let you lead.
It's a good thing you're cute, Vigs.
Okay, so you can't... I mean, we might as well just stun this, I guess, right? Let's just do it. On the 4/4. Yep. So now let's get this Chompers down.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you. Happy to be on the team.
Concentrated forgiveness.
Sorry, friends.
So we're concerned here about Veigar spell. Okay, what's the spell? What does it read? Stun an enemy, then stun all enemies with 2 or less power. So I can't really get around it, because they're just going to stun when I actually activate Yordles and Arms. So I think I should open swing. And then that's just something I have to deal with. Let's take that kill. Do they have the Veigar spell? Ooh. That also does it. Right? Yep, that's trouble. Yeah, that's even better, absolutely. I wasn't thinking about that card. Okay. But we've got a little bit of refill, thankfully. And we have lethal. They don't have any healing. We have the mana to do it. Right? There's nothing they can do in their regions. Oh, they have Vile Feast. Vile Feast is not enough. Well played. Let's go. Got him. Alright, Berserk Derper, let's see this deck of yours. Let's get this deck going, alright? Hey YouTube, you just watched me play HDR Easy to Win's Yordles and Arms deck. And I have to say, this deck feels really, really strong in the current meta. I was able to several times actually beat some of my worst matchups, which are supposed to be Freljord control, with Yordle Captain. Like, that is probably the specific way you have to win that matchup, but I was able to do it, which felt amazing. Now, I still got a few losses. Sometimes this deck suffers from some underwhelming mulligans, but I'll help you out with some mulligan strategies in just a second to try to lower the possibility of that. And we can discuss the cards included in here. I think there won't be a lot of changes, there won't be a lot of flex spots, but we can talk about it. So, in your mulligan, which I brought up, I think Zonai Urchin is pretty much always a keep. Zonai Urchin is a keep even if you don't have Flame Chompers, and even if you don't have Boom Baboon, because oftentimes it's okay to just discard a card that you might not really need at that particular time. We were able to very consistently get off Yordles and Arms on round 5 or round 6, depending on when we had the attack token. It was a lot easier than I expected. But just remember to watch for the regions that you've been playing and keep a mental note in your head. Games when we didn't draw Yordles and Arms were obviously a lot harder. Without Yordles and Arms, Flame Chompers is harder to get value off of. You really need Lulu in that case. But Yordle Captain is nice because it's kind of like a pseudo Yordles and Arms. So even if you don't draw it, if you draw Yordle Captain and then you can play a lot of Flame Chompers or something, you are still often looking pretty good. With this deck, we oftentimes were able to get the opponent really low, down to like 1 life, so I can't help but think that in some of the matchups where we actually just narrowly lost, better, cleaner play on my part, just playing versus not playing a unit when I played versus didn't play a unit, or saving a removal for face could have taken me over the top. So that felt really good. But yeah, against control decks, you have to make sure that you are just saying, what if they avalanche? What if they avalanche? The same for Blighted Ravine, by the way, because it's sometimes a little bit different. But it's usually avalanche that you're worried about, because you're worried about, am I allowed to develop before combat? So yeah, in the mulligan, to get back to what I was saying, you pretty much always keep Zonai Urchin. I always kept Fizz as well. And then Boom Baboon was usually a keep for me. Flame Chompers would be a keep if I didn't have Boom Baboon, especially if I didn't have Boom Baboon and if I had another discard card, so either Zonai Urchin, Poro Cannon, or Scrap Heap. Not counting Get Excited there, because you want to be using that later in the game, and it just costs relatively so much mana at 3 mana. I often found myself just using Pokestick on the face. So if you are about to burn some mana for whatever reason, if you are out of things to do and you're at like 2 minion mana, or 2 unit mana, 3 spell mana. Just pokey sticking the face is totally fine. Yeah, there aren't a lot of cards that you can actually change in this deck. The ones that I would heavily consider would be Scrap Heap and Fizz. I saw one version of this deck going down to just 2 Fizz and playing double Scrap Heap. Other than that, another consideration you could make is potentially trying to go even lower curve and not playing Yordle Captain. But Yordle Captain really came in clutch with me a few times. There was a huge turn where I had double Daring Poro, and I used Loping Telescope. I had Yordle Captain down into Daring Poro, so they were 2/2s. And then I had used Loping Telescope to pull, I think it's called a Windfarer Hatchling. It's the buff dragon that's also elusive. And then that got buffed, and it buffed up my other elusives, and I just won. I think they were holding up Judgment, but they had no chance to beat me because I just swung with elusives. Yeah, not that many changes I could actually see making in this deck. I know I'm just ranting and raving about how excited I am in these games, but I feel like it's important to get that across to you guys, like, to know how fun this deck is to play, to know that it's actually rather skill testing. There are a lot of little micro decisions you have to make, and I performed very, very well. I didn't keep track of my win rate today, but it felt like, you know, easily above 65%, maybe even better. I'm going to go ahead and list that in the video description when I do that. The one card that I would consider playing that I haven't brought up yet would be Sump Dredger. Just my logic there is Zonai Urchin is so good, I'm willing to pay 2 more mana for a worse version of Zonai Urchin. Getting more cycle is nice, being able to cycle into your Yordles and Arms, because right now you only play 3 real draw cards. You play 3 Pokestick, and you play 3 Zonai Urchin. Other than that, if you start to run out of value, this deck can, start to brick. Once you lose the board, you lose the game. Another consideration, actually, on that note, is Augmented Experimenter. I put a copy of this card in a deck I was playing earlier today, and I would also consider it in this deck as well. There might be some things you could do with, like, playing more discard targets, but you're already playing 6 Flame Chompers, and sometimes I had more discard targets than I knew what to do with. And you have to also consider that a lot of the time the landmarks you pull off of the 2-drop here, Bomber Twins, won't be very useful. They'll be like a Thrall or something when you don't have time to play Thralls in this deck, so you'll just discard that, and that's just like a pseudo free discard. So that's the deck right there. Again, I couldn't be happier with this deck. I really think you should try it. It's not exactly a new deck, but it's performing very, very well in the current meta, at least for me, and I'm almost at Plat 1 after being in the dredges of Plat 3 earlier today. I think I climbed like 100, 120 LP with this deck. It felt, again, amazing. So that's going to do it. YouTube, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you to all the viewers I've had so far. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you have a question or you'd like to make a deck request. Also, I stream on Twitch every weekday, twitch.tv/RoyceGaming. Link is in the description. That's going to do it for all of my self-promotion and all of my gushing over this deck. Seriously, play this deck, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.